Welcome to our June 2024 real estate market update for the North Okanagan and the Central Okanagan and the Shuswap. I'm Lisa Salt with RE/MAX, Vernon, Salt, Fowler, and we're halfway through the year. And as we progress through the year even farther, it's really important for you, whether you're a buyer or a seller, to stay informed about the latest trends and the stats that are shaping the local real estate landscape here in the Okanagan Shuswap. It is crucial for you guys. So let's look at our market overview. Kat wants to give you the market overview. She insists on sitting up here. Anyways, this month we're observing a mix of challenges and opportunities across the regions. There's varying sell to inventory ratio. So that's our absorption. It indicates some different market paces throughout. In the North Okanagan, the ratio, that sell to inventory ratio, our absorption, 14.93%. Central Okanagan actually is a slower pace at 11.01%, and the Shuswap is moderate as well with a ratio of 12.63%. Now, if you'll remember, 15% to 20% is a balanced market. Below 15%, and all regions were below 15%, buyer's market. Let's look at the days on the market. How long did it take these properties to sell? North Okanagan, 60 days. Shuswap is actually doing the best at 46 days on the market. And then the Central Okanagan is right in the middle, a little bit more closer to the Shuswap, I guess, and it is averaging 50 days on the market. Let's look at some prices. We don't normally look at prices because I like to look at the benchmark prices. I think they're a little more accurate, but they're not out yet. So the Central Okanagan has the highest values, of course, we're looking at average residential price, $1,071,446 compared to $718,470 in the North Okanagan and $726,622 in the Shuswap, which is interesting to me because usually the North Okanagan has a far higher, well, maybe not a far higher, but at least a bit higher average house price than the Shuswap. So this time the Shuswap is more interesting. So this June, new listings slightly increased in the North Okanagan by 4.49%, like nothing earth-shattering. Central Okanagan increase of 1.44%, while the Shuswap actually saw a marginal decrease of 0.73%. Now, despite these modest changes in new listings, the total listings have grown significantly year over year, as we've seen every month this year. Increases in the North Okanagan of 26.63%, 42.85% in the Central Okanagan, and 34.93% in the Shuswap. Now, the expansion in available properties indicates more options for buyers, obviously, but also signals that increased competition for you sellers out there. Let's have a look at waterfront. 'Tis the season, right? It's July. Waterfront property listings continue to rise. North Okanagan listings grew from 23 to 40 year over year. Central Okanagan 44 to 67, and Shuswap from 38 to 56. Again, that's year over year. And month over month, every area increased as well. Surge provides ample choices for buyers looking for lakeside homes, though it again creates that competitive environment for sellers in these areas, especially if you're selling your waterfront. It's pretty competitive out there. And so many buyers for waterfront look all the way around the valley through the whole Okanagan and the Shuswap, so you have to be really sharp on your price. Sales, they've decreased across most regions, with North Okanagan and Central seeing declines of 19.03%, that's the North, and 21.28% for the Central in total sales compared to last year. And the Shuswap was down 31.61%. So all areas are down year over year, which is kind of expected. For the North, total sales in May were 209, and in June they've gone down to 183. Central Okanagan, sales in May were 473, down to 429 in June. And the Shuswap for May, 136 sales, down to 106 in June. So all across the board, sales down, not too surprising when you look month over month, because May is normally a big month. It's considered high spring for the Okanagan, Shuswap, and June is considered the beginning of summer. And there's so much that goes on in June. Kids are getting out of school. People are planning holidays. There's always a bit of a lull in June, so we don't normally get too fussed about it, but we do want to see what the trend is doing. Now, buyers, you are in a market rich with options. And there's extended sales period. It's taking a little bit longer for properties to sell. So buyers should feel empowered to buy in this market. This is a good market for you. This is your time. So take your time, explore the various properties, look at the options, consider the implications of the recent interest rate cuts, albeit minor, but that could affect your long-term financing. Be sure to remain informed and be ready to act quickly when the right opportunity arises, so that if you're ready, that'll place you in a strong position to secure a favorable deal over time. And be sure to watch our video on real estate timing called Buy Low, Mastering the Real Estate Market in Vernon, BC. Now sellers, for you to succeed in a market like this, it's a very competitive market. You gotta be proactive and responsive with your price. Make sure to get an accurate, up-to-date evaluation on your property. That's essential, and work closely with a knowledgeable realtor. That realtor can give you that competitive edge. Consider the feedback from showing seriously if your house is already on the market. If your property is receiving attention but no offers, then it may be a time to adjust your pricing strategy. In a buyer's market, the first impression is absolutely crucial, so ensure your property is well presented, from the curb appeal to the interior details to the price. Make sure to watch our video called Is It a Beauty Contest or a Price War? I hope this detailed analysis provides some insight for you for navigating the real estate market in the North Okanagan. Well, the North Okanagan, the Central Okanagan, and the Shuswap. We're here to help at RE/MAX Vernon Fowler. You make informed decisions whether you're buying or selling. If you need advice, give us a call and stay tuned for next month's update.